You've suffered some real painful late blows already this season. Was that another one today?
Yeah, it was. Really painful blow to take after the lads had given so much in the match. Really disappointed for the players today. That first half performance was really good. I thought we were front foot, we were brave, we took chances with how we played. They're a very good team. And so we were on the edge of our seats to a degree, but that also got us a lot of reward where we went the other end and we caused them problems and we looked a real transition threat in the match. So it was a really good spectacle in that first half. Second half less so. That wasn't our intention, but we were just forced deep. They made good decisions with the ball and the second half became tough for us.
It is difficult. You're playing against one of the best teams, arguably the best team in the world. You always know they're going to come strong second half, don't you?
Well, you always know that they're going to be in the game, and with the players that they have, they can create a chance in the blink of an eye. So you have to really concentrate and you have to get the details right. And for the majority of the half we did. Yes, they had some opportunities, but the majority were from range, and I thought the majority were comfortably dealt with. I thought we defended some really difficult crosses very well. I thought our back four performed really some good stuff, but De Bruyne comes on and scores a goal. It makes it look easy, side footing the ball home from distance, and then of course he makes the pass for the assist. So two key moments that we just didn't get right.
I know all season you've been trying to avoid using injuries as any sort of excuse, anything really, but when they can bring De Bruyne on and you sort of look to your bench and you've got two goalkeepers and three teenagers, does that sort of show the disparity at the moment with what you've got to work with? Yeah,
I think first thing I'd say is that we love all the players on the bench. It's no disrespect to them. I think the problem we have is it's just very heavily weighted towards defenders. We have very limited attackers, and I think attacking changes we can make, and I think in a game like that you're looking at it going, if I make a change here, am I going to make the team better? Or am I going to affect us negatively? And we were such a counter-attack threat in that first half. We didn't want to lose our threat. But yeah, obviously you reflect and analyse all the time on what decisions you make in running, and certainly I'll have to do that again.
In the first half though in particular, the energy, everything seemed to sort of be back. Did you see really positive signs from the little sort of work that you've had on the training ground and the break that you've had?
Yeah, I mean, I felt the performance was very good for that first half. Was against the team that we're playing was pretty much there. Yes, as I said, that it wasn't perfect. It's never going to be perfect, but there was so much good. Our intensity was there, our pressing was there, our threat was there. Second half we lost it, and I think we just lost the juice in our legs. We just didn't have the ability to kind of maintain the press. We didn't have the ability to counter-attack like we had done. Players looked a little bit fatigued and a little bit leggy, which is understandable, but yeah, frustrating nonetheless.
Frustrating as well, maybe their first goal. It looked like Anthony Gordon perhaps fouled in the first phase of that.
I thought so. I mean, I had a really good view. I was directly behind it, and he looked like Diaz just takes his running line, forces him off the pitch. For me, it's a clear foul. I think the fourth official had a view of it. The referee didn't give it, and that's frustration.
But the response to that, how much positivity do you take from that? Yeah,
because it's easy in that moment to think it's not going to be your day, and the team that you're playing, you're not seeing a lot of the ball in that moment. How do you respond? And I thought we looked a real threat in behind all day, especially down our right hand side, and then we scored the two goals. And the two goals were outstanding bits of play from really talented individuals. But the team performed really well to get them in those positions, and we just wish we'd had a few more of those moments in the second half. But you have to compliment them for how they controlled the game.
It's a shame you're not going into it on the back of a point or a win, but you've got a break now, and I guess all things considered, it probably comes at a good time.
I don't know. I'd like to play again very soon because you want to get the feeling away that I currently have. But probably in terms of the injuries, yes, a break is what we need. We need to try and get some players back as quickly as possible. But whether that's going to be for the next game, I'm not sure.
But there is a big push after that, isn't there? FA Cup, and still plenty to aim for in the league.
Still loads of games, and you come back for a 3-game week, which yes, we get a little bit of a rest now, but then you're straight back in, and we have to be ready.
You've given everything today. How disappointing to come away with nothing?
Really disappointed. I felt like first half we handled the way they play really well. We sort of identified where we could hurt them with the way they play as well. So I felt like first half was good, and then second half, where we usually come out and go for the throat, I felt like we sat back a bit too early. Probably because of how good they are as well in some cases, but yeah, I don't feel like we give ourselves the best chance to win.
Is that partially tiredness, do you think? Is that partly because they are so good?
Yeah, it's all good saying in hindsight, but the reality of it is, like, we are really tired. That they keep the ball a lot. They've got some top players, and yeah, they pin you back really well. But I think we need to have a bit more belief in ourselves when we have the ball to allow ourselves to get up the pitch.
Obviously, when they can bring on players like Kevin De Bruyne, it does give them an advantage, doesn't it?
When they've been, pinning you back, playing little passes all game, and then you see them types of players come on. And to be fair, his goal sort of comes out of nowhere. It's an unbelievable bit of quality, great finish, and then the last goal's obviously a bit disappointing, but yeah, they got some top players.
The first goal too must have been disappointing from your point of view. Did you feel like you were fouled sort of in the first phase of play of that?
Yeah, I felt like it was a foul, but I'm not going to complain about that. I haven't seen it back, so it might not be. At the time, I felt like it was a foul, but we still went up 2-1 from that point, so that's not a factor in the game.
And you had done so well to get in front, hadn't you? I mean, what did you do to do that, and how much positivity can you take from that?
I think it shows a lot to go behind against a team like that and then go 2-1 up, and the goals were really good. You know what I mean? They were good bits of play. But yeah, we just gotta keep the same mindset throughout the game, I think, and it's just getting back in the habit. That comes with training. It's been hard because we haven't been able to train a lot. But after the break now, we'll get to train a lot and hopefully drill that back in.
Did you feel like the signs were there though, that is starting to come back? Because as you say, you've not had much time on the training pitch. You had a little bit more last week. Do you feel like the sort of early seeds were starting to show there?
I do, because we've had a little bit more time to train than recent weeks, and you can see the past 2 games. I feel like our performances have been really good. Obviously today, you lose to a couple of bits of quality. It's not the end of the world, but we have to be hard on ourselves because our ambition is to compete with them types of teams, and if you're not hard on yourself, you're never going to get there. So I feel like that's what we need to do.
On a personal note, your 7th goal of the season, your first since the winner against Man United last month. How big was that for you, just to get that goal-scoring habit back? Yeah,
really good. It's something that obviously I'm focused on. I always want to do. I always want to score goals and contribute. And a better, if a better goal than a tap in and it goes. But yeah, my main aim is to win the game, and we've never done that. So.
You mentioned the fact that the break's coming up now. I mean, for you personally, it looked like you ran yourself into the ground again. You've not really had any sort of break for quite a long time. How much are you sort of looking forward to recharging your batteries a little bit?
I'm desperate. I'm not going to lie to you, I can't wait. I can't remember where we had full days off now. It's been a long season. We had a lot of games, but now we get a little break, so I'm going to enjoy it.
Yeah, what are you going to do? Are you going to get a little break and have a holiday?
I'll say I'll probably have a break, but I'll probably be in training a little bit because I don't want to come back sort of unfit, so it won't be too much of a break, but it's more of a mental relief. Just get away from football and just spend some time with family.
And then there's a big push in the second half of the season, isn't there, in both the league and in the cup? Yeah,
of course, we still got so much to play for. Like there might be a gap point-wise, I don't know, from the top 4 at the minute, but why can't we still get there? We still got a long way to go. We just have to stay within ourselves, get back to everything we've been doing, and why not?